Hello my Beatles friends, welcome back to another video. This is a new rarities finds video. I've been all over a couple of record stores and I have a few surprises from abroad. So stay tuned. Before I start with the rarities, I just want to get one thing out of the way. Remember in my video when I was talking about the ugliest covers of the Beatles? And there was one Romanian cover that was very ugly, that looks like this. I found this one, but it's in another place, which will be shown in the next video. But turned out to be that somebody in the comments told me that there is two parts, one part and the second. The one that I have is the first one. And now I was lucky enough to find a second one. This is a Romanian bootleg. And you see, it's number 2 here. So the other one that I showed you before is the number 1. I do have it, but I don't have it with me here. Finally, I have these Romanian bootlegs, both of them, and there are only 2. And this is the label. That's how it looks like. These are actually not studio versions. These are live performances, which means, you know, just a recording, re-recording of a bootleg. Flimsy paper kind of cover, and I don't know, just wanted to have it in my collection as, you know, something extraordinary. And the cover is really not really nice. The second thing that I found yesterday, very interesting album, which is called Paul McCartney and Youth, The Firemen, Electric Arguments. Now, I never had this one on vinyl. I have it only on CD. Now, this is a original shrink, and this is the original hype sticker. Now, this one is a very beautiful gatefold. This car. And here we have 2 inserts, and we have a poster, and we have some kind of other insert. We have a lot of goodies in here, but these are not the best goodies of this video. So first of all, we have a CD, which is kind of cool. We have one inner sleeve and a mint condition record. Then we have another record, also mint condition record. And we have here a nice booklet with Paul McCartney and Youth creating the album, which is kind of cool. Never had this one on the record, and now I do. So it's another Paul McCartney rarities. And now I would like to talk about some rare items that came abroad. And he's back!
Finally back!
He is back. That's my Leon, that's my nephew. And he came from abroad and he brought me nice, cool items. And your dad, but your dad is not part of the production. So now I wanna show you a few items that they bought. And so that you know, these guys were not just buying those things, they were visiting people, collecting them personally, under, of course, my supervision. So they deserve to be part of the video. Okay? So, we have 5 items to show, and let's start with the most simple one. Come on, get into the frame. What is that? This is Israeli first pressing single cover of All We Need Is Love and Baby You're a Rich Man. Oh. And it is empty. There is no vinyl in here. That's the cover only. And it was given as a gift to my brother when he bought me this. This is a Bangladesh by George Harrison. The original Israeli pressing with an Israeli text here. And Israeli store seal. And this one is the record. This is Israeli first pressing. And God bless George Harrison for creating that concert. Now we have 3 records to show. What we have here? We have here Ringo Starr, Bad Boy. But I do have this record. It's a British pressing, but still I do have this record. But I had to buy this one. Why?
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 You don't know why, and your father also didn't know why. Because it's a white label promo. It's not something that you could buy in a store. It's a promotional version that was sent to the DJs and radio stations. Special edition,
okay.
yeah. And that's how it looks like. And this is the inner sleeve, which is the regular inner sleeve, the British regular inner sleeve. And this one is a cover, but what makes this one also unique cover, because you have that sticker here that doesn't belong here, and this one says not for sale promotional copy, and this one was sold in Israel. So they exported from Great Britain and they stick this sticker here on the back. And that's what makes it
very rare.
Very rare. We have here the track listing on side one, on the rear side, and also we have track listing here on this sticker. So this is a somehow unique. Next one, something that I've been waiting for a long time. And my brother left work early to go to visit the guy. Remember, he was late. One day he was very late when he came home. And he was very angry because he's stuck in a jam, the traffic jam. I mean, everything. And we had a misunderstanding with the seller. He was selling it on Discogs. And I told him, hey, we can come and pick it up. We'll give you cash. He says, no, I don't do that. It took me a while to convince these guys, both of them, to meet. Now, they are meeting in Israel and I'm sitting in Germany and I'm communicating with him and with him. Yeah, and then I finally close the triangle. And I have very rare item that I wanted to have for a long time in my collection. This is John Lennon's Once Upon a Time on vinyl. Now, why this one is very unique, I will tell you. In 1972, John Lennon gave his one and only full concert, live in Madison Square Garden. And that concert was performed twice in one day, an evening show and afternoon show. Now, he has a song which is called Woman is the End of the World. I don't want to say this word. Now, lately, this song was removed from every edition of this concert. Which means you don't have that song, not on the studio version, you don't have it on live version, so it's lost. But this album was released in 1999, and this album contains one of the show's performance of that song. Which means this is the only album, the only version to include that song on vinyl.
Wow.
There is no other way to listen to that song on vinyl. And this is very unique. You also have VHS tapes, cassettes, and vinyl from 1986, yeah. But what makes it even more unique is that on the album, which was released in 1986, the official album, you have afternoon performance. But what about the evening performance? This is the one. So this is the only way, not only to listen to live version of that song, but the only version that you do not have anywhere else. Okay. And that makes it very, very unique album.
Cool.
We have here 2 beautiful inner sleeves. And let me show you the vinyl. Yeah, finally I have it. Finally I did it. Took me. Oh, thank you. Now, this is very collectible, a unique item, because that song, the evening performance that is featured on this album, will never be ever released. That's, yeah, you have to realize that. And now we have another item, which is very unique one. This is a second or maybe third pressing from Israel of the album called The Beatles in Italy with a champagne cover. And this one actually is original. How do we know that it's original? How? How? You have to look at George Harrison's head in this area, and if it flows normally as the head should flow, then it's original. Now the reprint, they made a printing error. And if you look at George Harrison's head, one piece of his head is missing. It didn't print. So then you know that you have a fake. But this one is the original. I believe it's a third pressing. And I have to say that it was under the sun on the display somewhere. And the lamination is kind of falling apart. But it's not that dramatic.
I hope so.
But yeah. I mean, Israeli covers are kind of, flimsy. So it's... But I have to say that I've never seen this album in such a condition. This is something extraordinary and unique. One of the best preserved albums of Israel that I've ever seen. And now let me tell you the story behind how I got this album in the first place. There is a guy who lives in northern Israel, and he's my friend. And sometimes we, exchange records, and sometimes he asks me to get him some records. And he saw that in the record store in Israel, and without consulting me, without asking me, he just bought it. I mean, he just went there and he bought it. He says, I'm buying it to you. Okay, I think I gave him the okay just without checking, but he bought it from me. He paid his own money. And then he said, you know what? I don't want your money. Don't pay me back. It was something around 200 euros or something like that.
Oh, wow.
And I said, okay, if you don't want money, what do you want for it? He gave me a list of the records that he was looking for. I went to the record store. I bought them. I mean, they were not cheap. They were kind of, difficult to get. But we're making exchange deal, record for records. Okay, so these are the records, the new records in my collection. There will be a few more in a couple of days, but right now this is what it is. And also I would like to show you one beautiful piece. There is an album by Deep Purple which is called The Battle Rages On. I'm not gonna get into reviewing of that album right now, that's not the point. But I have to say that I really like the cover. And this, just move your head a bit here like that. No, here. You see, this is the cover. Now, I told my mother that I like that cover very much. And she said, you know what? Send me the picture. I did send her the picture, and she drew it for me. This is my mother's drawing of the album cover of Deep Purple, Battle Rages On. So that's another beauty in my collection. And my mother specializes in drawing album covers. I have already In the Court of Crimson King, I have Aqualung, and I have many others, and I have Mercury, and now another one. Okay?
Okay.
So this is your grandmother. You see what a beautiful thing she does. Oh, no,
I want to ask.
What?
Did my English improve?
You're not talking.
Bro.
If you don't talk, it will not improve. Say something. Address the people, because people are asking about you and they remember you.
Really?
Yeah, somebody's asking, where's your nephew? Say something. Say hello. Okay, just say something. What is about your music taste? How did it improve? Which music you like more in the last year? Tell us something about it.
I was listening for an entire year for Burn. I just listened it.
Yeah, he likes the Deep Purple album Burn. And he was really disappointed when he realized that Burn was not sung by Ian Gillan. Because in a week we'll be visiting Deep Purple concert in Germany, and today we're gonna see the band called Beat. These are the members of King Crimson performing the 80s songs of King Crimson. And today we have a concert in 2 hours, something like that. Okay? And he is into King Crimson, he is into Deep Purple, and I'm trying to get him into Beatles, but it's difficult. Yeah, yeah. Don't say it. Don't say it. Okay. All right, people. Thank you very much for watching. We'll see each other again soon, and we'll be showing you some new items. Maybe we'll make a video from a record store, reviewing the record stores. Who knows? Okay. So, see you.
Bye.
Bye bye.